All right. We live. Welcome back. Raw Sports Radio, Throwback Thursdays. Another edition of, NBA top 25 all-time lists. We're gonna go through the prerequisites. But for right now, man, I'm gonna introduce my co-host, Trav the Truth, man. And we got Missy in the building, man. So we just gonna go through, man, freestyle this, man. Like, y'all leave in the comments as soon as y'all log in. Y'all come on here, man. Just leave your comment or something on the video or whatnot, or what you think about this top 25 list based on how we are coming up with the criteria. But hey, can you hear me loud? Can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, you good.
Okay. Well, look, man, just seeing all these lists that go on throughout the media, man, you know what I'm saying? I figure that, you know what, being that how we be talking about basketball all the time, you know what I'm saying? I figured it's pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, we on point more so than ESPN. And from the grassroots perspective, I think we should come up with a top 25. So that's why I came up with mine. And as you can see at the bottom of the ticker, my list is scrolling at the bottom. I got Michael Jordan number one, Wilt Chamberlain number two, uh, Kareem in number three, and that's interchangeable. For those top three, you can put anybody could be the GOAT out of those three. You can make an argument for Wilt Chamberlain. The man scored 100 points in one game, average 50 points a season. That's the highest average by any NBA player of all time. 50 points in a season. You heard that correctly. Then, as far as rebounds, on the rebounds, because right, you got to be able to rebound the ball to score the ball. The man more than double anybody else in history in rebounds with 25 rebounds a game. And not to mention that they weren't recording blocks back then. So if they were recording blocks, he probably would have had 8 to 10 blocks a game, which is more than double than anybody second on the list, which is probably I think it's Akeem Olajuwon. So that's my reasons for considering Wilt Chamberlain as the GOAT. Considering that he a center and as a center, averaging 9 assists for a whole season, it's crazy. A center not only averaging a triple double, but Wilt had a lot of quadruple throughout his season, and you know what I'm saying. So that's why I qualify him. And then we all know about obviously Michael Jordan, going 6-0 in the finals and winning all six final MVPs. You know what I'm saying? As the Batman, you know what I'm saying. Robin didn't win any, but Scottie Pippen, yeah. So Michael Jordan won all final MVP, all six. He's 6-0, and only player to win the scoring title, defensive player of the year award, all first team offense, first team defense, and averaged 37 points a game. Michael Jordan was the only one to accomplish that feat all in the same season, scoring title and the defensive player of the year and the MVP all in one season. And so and he carried that on through the rest of his career. He did take a step back for the triangle offense to work, under Phil Jackson. But Michael Jordan, pretty much got the most steals in history as pretty much as a two guard or guard period. Him and Alvin Robinson. And then I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man. He got 6 championships himself and 2 final MVPs. But and need I say more? I'm gonna stop right there and let Trav catch up with me. That's who I got in my top 3, Trav. And I'm not even done with my top 5. But what you think about that list so far? And then I got Bird at 4. Let me put Bird at 4. Another reason why I put Bird at 4 is because Bird beat Hakeem Olajuwon. He beat Magic Johnson. He beat everybody. Isaiah Thomas. Bird got three championships, of course, and just nobody wasn't better than Bird in the middle of them in the '80s, man. So, and he got better stats than LeBron James outside of scoring. So, you compare the numbers. That's something to take in consideration. But what you think about it though, bro? Based on what I was naming and who you think is top 4? Mount Rushmore is 4.
Yeah, I'm going with Well, I gotta go with Jordan. Kareem
Why you
gonna
going
be.
with Jordan?
I mean, he the goat.
Why? But why? Can you explain to the audience why is Jordan the GOAT? Explain to Missy. And Missy trying to learn sport as well.
Well, the reason he the goat, I mean, you gotta look at his championship. He got six. You gotta look at his MVP. He got what, like 5 MVP. He got 6 Finals MVP. Like say he
Yeah.
like the 10-time scoring champ.
Ooh.
He got seven. He got like 9 all defensive teams. First team, defensive player of the year, rookie of the year. I mean,
Right.
who else
Yeah.
got a better resume?
Nobody. I
Only
mean,
person close. I mean, really ain't nobody close. But I like
Bill,
Kareem
Bill
at
Russell. Bill Russell got 11 championships.
I can understand it, but most people gonna look at it because it was only 8 teams in the league. So people don't look at Bill Russell the same like that. Plus,
Yeah.
he wasn't a scoring monster. He was a
Yeah.
defensive player. So that's why most people ain't gonna look at
Yeah.
Bill Russell. They'll say he the
Yeah.
best or whatever. He got all them championship, but the majority of people that's really into basketball, no, they're not gonna say he.
Yeah. Another thing to add, I don't know, Bill Russell played during segregation. You know what I'm saying? And he played against majority of white league. So I mean,
Yeah,
Oscar Robinson, you know what I'm saying, Wilt and all those guys, Elgin Baylor, they played in the segregated league. They just were the exception. And the league wasn't trying to let no other black players in until after desegregation in 65. Saying 1964, 65. You know what I'm saying? 65. So that's when things start to change around. And a lot of the players, the talent was in the ABA, so it was you working with half a deck. So yeah, that's why a lot of people don't really put too much stock to Bill Russell 11 championships. Plus, he did lose a couple championships on his watch, and Jordan never lost none. Bill Russell wasn't even the best offensive player on his team. Wasn't the best, wasn't the best on his team all the time. So yeah, I see what you're saying on that one. But as far as your number two though, who you got like number two? You don't even have to be in a order.
oh, it's gonna be Kareem. Yeah, he gonna be number 2. But I mean, if you go back look at him, from when he first started, he was a beast already. He got championship with the Lakers. He got one with the Bucks when he first started, and
Which he beat Will Chamberlain for. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now, the only thing about it, he only got 2 Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Because
Magic got one from him in 1980.
If he had more of those, it'd be more of a debate him versus Jordan.
Yeah,
He
Magic
don't
stole
have
one
enough
from him in '80 when he got injured in 1980 for that one game. Other than that, Kareem was the MVP, but Magic stole that one because he played the hero at the end, so the Lakers can get that final fourth game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then Kareem, yeah. A lot of people say Kareem was the winner on all levels. Yeah, I get that. Before the NBA, yeah. But my thing is, I would put Kareem high on my list, but when Wilt had his dog, when he had his horses with him, and they were healthy, Wilt came back and beat Kareem. You know what I'm saying? So and Wilt was an old man at 35 back then. With all the equipment that they had, the lack of equipment they had, shoes and all that, Converses and all that. Guys didn't have a long career. Well, Wilt Chamberlain at 35 blocking the sky hook shot twice in one play, which they say the sky hook ain't never been blocked, but that's wrong. Wilt Chamberlain did it at 35, so the man can't be a myth. You know what I'm saying? With all the things he was doing, he was averaging 20 rebounds against Wilt Chamberlain, 20 some rebounds. I mean, against Kareem, excuse me. 25, you know what I'm saying? At 35, 36 years old, he couldn't have been a myth, man, if he did that against Kareem, who a lot of people regard as the GOAT.
Oh no,
So,
he ain't a myth.
right. You know what I'm saying? Kareem, he made the finals in 71, then he went back in 74 and lost to the Boston Celtics against John Havlicek and Dave Collins, but then he never made it back. He didn't make it back for 6 years until Magic came. That's why that's why I got Will over him, being that he always had talent around him, but he didn't make it back. So Kareem always had a team with the Lakers. It just didn't out for him. So take that.
You kind of fade now. Yeah, you kind of fade now.
Yeah, I'm saying I kind of. Yeah. Go ahead, take over, man.
Well,
go ahead, finish what you were saying.
Jordan, Kareem. Third, I got Wilt. And the reason I got him because of how he dominated for so many years, even though he don't have the championship like he should, if he was so dominant, but he was dominating the stat. Look it up. He got records that'll never be broke. They'll never be broken. So that's why I got him third. I've been kind of want to move him down a little, but he was so dominant. I can't do that to him.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
What'd you say? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say fourth on my list got to be no other than Magic Johnson.
Myself? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Magic was running the Lake Show. Him along with Larry Bird, they saved basketball back in the '80s. So I got to go with.
So you feel like Magic better than Bird? Because Magic had Kareem.
Okay, Larry had the Chief. Yeah, McHale.
Nah, Larry Bird ain't had nobody on the team better than him. Magic had Kareem on the team was better than him, and a bunch of stars to go with it.
Well, at that time, I ain't gonna necessarily say Kareem was better than Magic. Kareem was
in the '80s. He was in the early '80s.
Kareem was past his prime at that time.
So what years we talking? We talking because he got a Finals MVP in '85.
Yeah, he got one.
Yeah, so he came through. He drove the bus. He drove the bus, man. He drove the bus to the destination, final destination, '85.
No. There's a difference between he played the best for in that series or whatever, then he was the best player all year. And you look at Magic running the team. Kareem ain't running the team.
Every point guard running the team. That's their role.
Okay, how many point guard got the MVP Magic got?
Nah, they don't.
How many got that? They'll let you know he running the show, which it was called the Lake Show.
You know,
They
Magic
running.
got his Magic got his final MVP. He got his MVP in 80, 87, and what 88.
Only player to get a Finals MVP as a rookie.
Let me ask, hey, Missy, can you fact check me on that? I think Magic got his final MVP. What years did Magic get his final MVP? I think it was
He
80,
got 3 of
84. He got three of them. But you know from basketball, you know that was Kareem's final MVP in 80. And you know Kareem was the best player all year in the whole NBA. He was the best player in the NBA in 1980.
It said May 19, 1987.
87 and 88, he got the final MVPs,
87
right?
from 80, 86 to 87, then 88 to 89, and then 89 to 90. But
No. That don't sound right.
no, no,
Do a
no,
trap.
no. Listen, that's all the seasons that he played in,
Yeah,
but
that's the season.
87 was the one that he got the award.
87, and then he got one in 88. Or was that James Worthy?
I believe that was
That probably
James
was James
Worthy. Bear
Worthy.
with me.
Yeah, Dwayne Worthy got
And Chad
one of them.
at 88. So the Magic got it in 82
Yeah,
then. Okay, you might
yeah.
be on the side. Yeah. I know Kareem
And
got it in
yeah,
85.
yeah, Worthy got it
Oh,
in 88.
Worthy got it in 88. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Worthy got one.
Yeah. You might be right because I mean Kareem, we definitely know without a shot of doubt, Kareem was the best player in 1980.
Oh yeah, he was Kareem was a beast. Hey, I can't take nothing away from him. Yeah, but like I say, I got to put Magic fourth.
Yeah. So what about a lot of people say, man, that LeBron should be there. You know what I'm saying? Top. I noticed neither me or you ain't put LeBron in our top two, and most people got LeBron in number two. LeBron got the most final MVPs behind Jordan, and the highest. Well, actually, he got the best stats in the postseason. Well, in the modern era, he do because Wilt Chamberlain. I think Wilt Chamberlain got him. But what you say to that about LeBron not even getting it with his stats, considering his stats with four final MVPs, four championships, making it to 10 finals? Why don't he deserve to be in the top five for people, for the LeBron fans out there?
Uh, for me, and I look at it like sort of like Bill Russell, like the era he was playing in. He only playing with 18, but you look at okay, this era the basketball is weak. So that's why for me he don't get as much respect for the stats like that.
You saying because of what? Like, it's no centers in his era, right? It ain't no
Yeah,
real
ain't no
big man.
sense.
The big man got faded out. Hey,
Yeah,
I could add to that.
you had a few of them at the beginning of it when when he first started. You had a few,
He
decent
struggled
centers
against
or
him.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
they faded on out though.
I noticed, man. LeBron, he got an advantage when it comes to the stat sheet because in the beginning, like when LeBron came in, it was 03, 04. And like we was saying last night when we was talking, me, Missy, and Terry, man, we was talking about how Carmelo Anthony was the player of the week every week throughout the year as a rookie, and then it ended up not getting rookie of the year at the end of the year when it was time for the awards. How you the rookie? How you the player of the week? You know what I'm saying? So many weeks on in the NBA, and then not end up, more so than LeBron. I don't know exactly how many times I heard it was like pretty much damn near every week, but I ain't fact checked that. So But everybody know Melo, and like you said, Melo made the playoffs and everything, and ended up not getting the Rookie of the Year. So that he was robbed from that, and LeBron coming in like Jordan came in, he was the Rookie of the Year. Wilt Chamberlain came in, Rookie of the Year. Kareem came in first year, Rookie of the Year. Now I don't know about Magic and Bird because they came in the first. They came in together. So I don't know who got the Rookie of the Year. Probably Magic. But you know what I'm saying? Then he came in at 03, 04, and we know what happened during that season.
Yeah,
The 04, that's when the league changed the rules to make scoring easier. Started
yeah, I was
enforcing
gonna
that
say that. Yeah, I was gonna
defense
say
of
that
three
was Bird.
second. It was Bird and 80.
Yeah, yeah,
See, that's
Bird got
more.
that.
Yeah. And then like at 80, you know what I'm saying? 04, they took the hand checking out of there. So when Jordan played, he had to play with more physicality where you could put your hand on a player, you know what I'm saying, and guide them this way, that, you know what I'm saying? You can manipulate which way you wanted them to go. You force or whatever by putting your hand, using your hand, you know what I'm saying, to change momentum. But LeBron ain't have to go through that kind of resistance. And then, then the fact that they opened the lane and started penalizing centers for hanging out in the lane like they used to do when Jordan was around. When Jordan had it when Jordan got past somebody, it was a center down there waiting, and they wasn't enforcing the defensive 3 second rule like that. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right about that. It wasn't nothing the same.
It wasn't the same. So when LeBron came along, the centers couldn't just hang out in the paint like they did with Jordan. Jordan went down there, was 2 or 3 people down there waiting for him, like at least two big men down there waiting. LeBron go down there, it's nobody except for the help rotation. You know what I'm saying? From the smaller guards, basically, just it ain't the same, bro. The big men, like we seen LeBron struggle against big men like Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying? And Dwight Howard, as a big man, would have struggled against Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Alonzo Mourning. He would have had. You know what I'm saying? He would have struggled against them. In my opinion. And then LeBron. So those are all the centers Jordan went against. Dikembe Mutombo as well. Dikembe Mutombo. It was all in the league in the 90s. So and then
Oh yeah, you had all them guys, David Robinson, Elijah Warren, Ewing, like you say, Mutombo, had the defense. You had a bunch of other centers too, but
well, the
every
main
team
one.
had at least a decent center that
Yeah.
at least played defense. Even if
Right.
he an offensive killer, he still played good defense.
Yeah. So
Majority of the
LeBron ain't had no wall to go against. He ain't had no wall up against him. Lane, the paint was open. They wanted to open the paint because the scoring was down. And you know what I'm saying? And the league wanted more scoring and entertainment for fans. So they opened up the lane so the guards and the perimeter players could score more, the guys from the outside. So that's what LeBron, he benefited from that. So LeBron numbers, in my opinion, a little inflated. His number would be more like Magic Johnson. He probably would have been a 22-point guy. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, and it stayed that way. Go ahead.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. LeBron ain't have a good jump shot like that at that time.
Right. So that would have affected his scoring. Definitely.
Yeah, his number would have been down. And then, like I tell people, you go back and look at LeBron. When LeBron was playing on defense, the majority of the time they'll put him on the point guard. He wasn't sticking none of them perimeter players, that them shoot guards or small forwards when his first couple of years in the league. Yeah, because you got to think if they wouldn't open the paint up for him, he wouldn't have, like you say, he would have been a scorer like Magic Johnson. But that's who people ought to really compare him to, not Jordan or nobody like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because when Magic had to score, he was averaging 23 points a game. 23 points, 12 assists. You know what I'm saying? When has LeBron ever averaged 12 assists? They saying he could pass. He was the best passer ever. You know what I'm saying? They put him up there. He ain't never averaged no 12 assists. Never averaged no 10 assists a year.
Nah,
Yeah, so yeah, man, and
it's still
I understand.
it's, it's still it's still pretty good for his position because he's not a true they like he won the point guard really on the team, but even though he'll handle the ball like he's point guard, but he wasn't a true point guard like Matt.
Yeah, they really
Matty
weren't
was
picking up full
Matty was
court.
a point guard.
Yeah, they weren't
What you
picking
mean
up
like
full court and pressing. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't picking up, you know what I'm saying, half court or whatever, the defense. Guys just sagging off, letting you bring the ball up, you know what I'm saying, with ease. You know, when Magnum was playing, they had to turn their back because that's how, you know what I'm saying, the hand checking was real. You know what I'm saying? They'd be trying to pick your pockets and finally, you know what I'm saying, reaching in, you know what I'm saying, trying to script you like guys like Mookie Blaylock and all of them, like, Sidney Moncrief, all those guys, man. It's just the hand checking you had. You couldn't just face up with a person. See, LeBron he got the luxury of being able to face up against the defense and take off when he wants. He already in attack mode. Magic and them had to turn their back, you know what I'm saying, if they wasn't in attack mode. It's like Jordan, when Jordan got the ball out the rim, he was already in attack mode full court. So he was scoring a lot of his baskets in transition. Yeah, you had to
Oh,
go back, bro. I don't know if you picking up on that, huh?
what'd you say?
As the extra defender, man. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, you had to use your shoulder and your, you know what I'm saying, turn to your shoulder as a buffer, man, just to, you know what I'm saying, to give you, you know what I'm saying, some separation from the defender. But
Oh yeah,
now they
because
can't hand check.
nah, they gonna call a
Yeah.
foul every time.
Yeah. Now look, we got through the top five, man. Our top five pretty much the same because I got Magic at 5. But man, now that we got that out of the way, I'm gonna chop this up. Moving on to another topic, man. Just kind of like freestyling. I want to go ahead and freestyle this conversation, man. But man, why don't you know what I'm saying? A lot of people hold Kobe Bryant as number 2 behind Jordan, and they feel like if you put LeBron at number 2 and Kobe is better than LeBron, then why Kobe ain't number 2 all time? You know what I'm saying? What you say to that? Because a lot of people do. I know you heard they say that Kobe is better than LeBron. And I think I heard you say that too.
Well, if I had to choose which player I take, it'll be Kobe.
So
That's
basically you
just
saying Kobe is better than LeBron. So
I
so
mean
yeah,
for
so
me,
basically you just
I'm
said it.
taking him over LeBron.
So if you got Kobe ahead of LeBron, then where do you got Kobe on your all-time list?
Uh,
You got
Kobe
Kobe over
might
Hakeem Olajuwon?
no.
You got Kobe over Shaq?
He's not, no.
You got Kobe over Tim Duncan?
Nah. Kobe.
You got
I think
Kobe
Kobe.
over
He right outside my top 10.
what? So you got 8 players right there. You said Tim Duncan is in the top 10. Is he in your top
He
10?
might. I don't know. He might. Kobe might be at the bottom of the 10.
All right,
Because
so you got
sometimes I be thinking about it. I be switching them about the bottom of the list.
Let me ask you this: you think Kobe better than Moses Malone at his peak? Kobe peak versus Moses Malone peak.
Nah, I'm taking Moses
Who you
Malone.
taking? See what I'm
I'm
saying?
taking Malone.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling cats, man. Like, I had this one cat. I mean, Brandon was last week. Saying that Moses Malone, he was like, man, he can't believe I put Moses Malone over LeBron. Like, man, you don't know who Moses Malone averaged 7 offensive rebounds a game, the highest ever from a player,
And, and,
and 21
and,
rebounds in one game. 21
and
offensive
listen,
rebounds.
this might make a lot of people mad, but really, truthfully, even players like Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard, if I had to choose between them guys or Kobe, I'm picking them over Kobe.
Right. Yeah.
So a lot of people they look
Yeah.
at that, but I'm taking those two guys right there. I would take them over Kobe any day.
Yeah.
But that,
A lot of people say Kobe had the hardest path to his finals, man. They said he beat like 50 win teams. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the 2 years he won the championship throughout his run, he went through 50 win teams, the most by any player in history, right? What you say to that?
that's the most by any player in history, more than LeBron.
Yeah. What you say to that? He said, as far as the 3-peat, yeah, he's like, yeah, as far as the 3-peat, especially,
I mean, you look
just
at
anybody, just regardless of 3-peat, it just period. That's what they saying. But I say stated that my response to that is, it's more teams in today's league. Of course, it's going to be more 50 win teams. Back then, it was 23 teams, 25 teams, and it really first started out with like 8 teams in the 60s. But now you at 30 teams now. So, yeah, it's going to be more opportunity to beat more 50 win teams. It's just that simple. That's it. That's all.
oh yeah, cause that's gonna change. It's gonna be some of these cats playing now. They gonna have more series win than Kobe because, especially like if you in the West, damn near the whole
West
teams in the
Stack.
West that make the playoff damn near have 50 wins. So I mean, if you go through the whole West and win the championship, every team you done went through down there,
A
even the
50
eight
win
seed
team.
might have 50 wins. So
That
I
ain't
don't
saying
really
shit.
count.
That ain't no good question.
No.
There ain't no reason to put him. Yeah, say he different. Yeah, then and then you got to think about the league about to add 2 more teams. They about to have as many teams as the NFL with 32 teams, Vegas and Seattle. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
then
that 2 teams gonna be coming east. Probably Memphis. Memphis gonna probably be coming east. Memphis and New Orleans.
and then I look at it too. Shaq. Shaq was the better player on the team when they was on the team together. Shaq won all them finals MVP.
Y'all heard that, Kobe Bryant fans? Your boy Kobe was on the squad with Shaq. The one y'all say that Kobe is better than, he had 3 opportunities to win a Finals MVP and couldn't win that one. In fact, outside of that, when Kobe tried to take over in 2004, he shot the Lakers out of a championship against Detroit. And Detroit
Right.
said, "We ain't worried about Kobe. We're gonna try to stop Shaq. We're gonna we encourage Kobe to shoot because we know he can't shoot at a high enough clip." You know what I'm saying? So Kobe gonna shoot him under, and that's what happened, man. Kobe shot them boys out of a championship. They was in position to win. Karl Malone, Gary Payton, but Kobe was envying Batman. He wanted to go from Robin to Batman. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm waiting for a Kobe Bryant fan to come on here and explain that, man. But them jokers is soft, man. They ain't trying to come on here and talk about no Kobe. They just gonna be chat warriors in the Facebook. You know what I mean? Me and you pretty much we pretty much agree on most of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't really gonna be going at each other like that. But let one of them come up in here. We're gonna turn up on. It's gonna be, yeah. You're gonna have to do some explaining, man. Because I don't understand what people get out of Kobe because they say he clutch. Well, how the fuck is he clutch when he only shooting 28% from the clutch? Yeah, I mean from the field during clutch time. That ain't clutch.
And then another thing
Name
too, how
name
can he
name me
be?
name me one clutch play that Kobe Bryant made in the playoffs or in the finals. Name it. They can't do it. You said what you were saying?
I was gonna say, how can he be in the conversation for the GOAT when he's not even the best Laker of all time?
Yeah, that's your opinion because some people say Magic. Some people say,
Yeah,
I
I
mean, some
say
people
Magic.
say some people say Kobe. Some people say Kobe. I meant to say they say because Magic Johnson came out and said Kobe is the greatest Laker.
Well, Magic.
Yeah,
I didn't hear him say
PR.
it, but yeah, that's all. But I ain't hear him say that. He might have said it, but Magic know better than
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
So yeah. How
yeah.
many
He
final
ain't. He ain't.
MVPs did Kobe Bryant got?
He got the two. Where he won without Shaq. Well, he got two of them,
Yeah.
but
And when you think about
uh,
it, bro, when you think about when Kobe wanted his own team, you know what I'm saying, he got caught up fucking with the white girl and the shit, man, the Snow Bunny in Colorado, caught the rape charge. You know what
Shaq
I'm
was
saying?
still there. Then. That's what the
Shaq,
risk with him and Shaq when he snitched on Shaq, saying
yeah, when he got a
like Shaq
trial and
cheating
said
on his wife.
right. So they that shit brought, you know what I'm saying, brought a lot of tension between them. And all the way over to the '04 season, and then Karl Malone and those guys, you know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of Karl Malone was trying to felt like Karl Malone was trying to get with his wife and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Gary Payton was, you know what I'm saying, they're trying to keep everything together. But yeah, it was too much tension in the locker room. And then Kobe finally got his wish and he got the keys to the franchise in '04, '05, and he didn't even make the playoffs. Then once he made the playoffs, didn't he miss the playoffs for '04, '05, and '06? Or he made it in
Uh,
'06 and got knocked out by Phoenix. He couldn't get, so he got knocked out by Phoenix in the first round. And then
yeah,
in '07,
he
he
kept getting
got
knocked out.
knocked out again. And then Trey T Mac had his team, but Kobe, man, Kobe had he had Andrew Bynum, a young rookie Andrew Bynum, and Kwame Brown and Lamar Odom on his squad and Smush Parker, and he couldn't get out of the first round, man. And people try to diminish Andrew Bynum saying because he didn't score a lot of points. Well, for one, he playing with a gunner. You know what I'm saying? And we don't see Andrew Bynum go at Shaq his rookie year back and forth. And Andrew Bynum was the goalie on that defense. Big 7'1" dude back there. Kobe Bryant relied on him a lot once he got beat on defense. Andrew Bynum would alter the shots or block the shot, the rebounds. He was a good help defender back there, man. Last line of defense back there. But then my thing is, what I tell people is Kobe Bryant, when they won them championship, had Jerry West not gave him um, Paul Gasol for Kwame Brown, bro. That was corruption. That was some collusion going on right there, man. You getting Paul Gasol, an all-star, 20-10 big man for Kwame Brown.
Oh yeah, 'cause
You
he
know
was
what
the
I'm
man
saying?
on his team.
He was the number one guy on his team, and you brought him over for Kobe Bryant and you know what I'm saying, Ron Artest for Kobe Bryant to win championships.
Yeah, that's really what saved him. Them guys there.
Yeah. Yeah, and Kobe took the most shots on his team, but he wasn't the most efficient. But he had he had defenders to make up for you know what I'm saying, to neutralize the other team down to his shooting, percentages and shit. But I always feel like Kobe wasn't the best option on offense necessarily. You got guys like Paul Gasol shooting like 53%, 56%. Why is Kobe shooting 46% taking the shot? He had them big 7-footers back there, Lamar Odom, Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum, and all them guys, man. Like Kobe had the best front line in basketball. That's what people fail to, they don't mention that. You know what I'm saying? They try to say Kobe had the worst team and everything.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's a major.
straw man argument. Straw man argument, like, you know what I'm saying? Missy was saying that's pretty much a straw man argument. That's false. That's false. That's a misnomer right there,
Yeah,
man.
and then there were a lot on saying that they didn't watch at least the final. They ain't watched those because if they watched those, they would have saw how Kobe's shooting percentage was low.
Man, the man went 6 for 24 in the finals. 25%, man. What star shoot 25 fucking percent in the finals, man? And then I had a nigga tell me, everybody was shooting low that series. I don't give a fuck. If you a star, you don't play down to the competition. You rise above. That was the best thing a nigga come up with. Everybody was shooting low. Garnett wasn't shooting low. But we know in 08, they want to skip over 08 when Paul Pierce bust Kobe ass in the finals and shit, man. Back to back, you know what I'm saying? Games, giving Kobe the business, you know what I'm saying? Killing him,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Off the dribble, going to the elbow, step back on Kobe, just back to back, time after time. Busting Kobe ass, man. Everybody want to skip over that. Talking about he a good defender. That was Kobe guarding Paul Pierce. I just want y'all to know.
yeah. Then you watch when they played them again when the Lakers beat them in the championship.
They
Really,
cheated them hard.
Yeah, they had to make a lot of calls and make the Lakers win that series.
Yeah, the referee was the superstar in that game.
Go back and watch. Yeah, people. All people have to do is go back and watch.
But that's the problem. They ain't watching. They turn a blind eye. They ain't watching, man. They watching highlights, man. They get up. They see Kobe holding the trophy. They say, "Damn, Kobe the hero. He looked like the hero. It was Kobe." That's all they remember. They remember Kobe holding the trophy, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kobe a trend.
Yeah, because that's why I say they weren't really talking like that in the GOAT conversation when he was alive.
Right.
They started that a few years back.
Yeah, when Kobe was holding the trophy like a hero after shooting 6 out of 24. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I ain't come on here to entertain nobody. I'm just coming out here to get to the numbers, man. And when it comes to me and my top 25, even though we moved on from that list, bro, you gotta have finals MVPs to help you move up the list. Final MVPs and being the main guy, man. Like you can't be no Robin talking about you the best. Nah, Michael Jordan was never a Robin, man. Michael Jordan was never a Robin, man, and you ain't no GOAT if you was a Robin. I just can't go for that, bro. How you feel about that, man?
I feel the same way because even with LeBron being in the conversation, he wasn't never Robin, so he get, I can understand having him in the conversation over Kobe. People can make their argument. Not for Kobe.
Who you say? Who you say? I just fell out.
No, I was saying LeBron.
He ain't never been a Robin.
No Robin coming in.
Yeah, he ain't never been a Robin.
Yeah.
If you a motherfucking Robin, if you're a Robin and you getting championships off somebody else, that's why I don't fuck with that, bro. If you coming in off somebody else back, or you getting championships that's second fiddle, even though it's a team accomplishment, that's cool. That's why I say final MVPs will let you know whether you was a Robin or not. If you won a final MVP, you won a Robin. You won that finals MVP, you were Batman. Scottie Pippen ain't never win no finals MVP. He was Robin, man. Everybody know who Batman was. Jordan had to wheel them motherfuckers back into them games. The Bulls will always be, I'm like, man, why these motherfuckers always playing from behind? They will always be losing, and Jordan would bring them motherfuckers back, man, and get them over the hill. That was Jordan, bro. Get them over. Like nowadays, we see Steph Curry have to, like what he did for Team USA. He had to shoot them motherfuckers back into victory. Back. He had to wheel that team back into the game, and get them over the hill. Jordan did that shit every other night, it seemed like, bro. Every damn time you turn around, Jordan was doing that. Scottie Pippen ain't never do that shit, bro. A lot of people try to say that, oh, Scottie was better than Jordan or just as good as Jordan. Or he wouldn't have won without Jordan. I find that shit cap, bro. That's crazy because they don't really know the game. Because for one, when Scottie Pippen wasn't an All-Star until 1990, and they say, you know what I'm saying, Jordan ain't never win that without Scottie or Phil. Man, Jordan took look in 1989, and this right here, you know what I'm saying. I heard somebody say that Kobe had the toughest path to a championship, and I heard somebody say, well, yesterday that you know what I'm saying, Dirk, you know, had the toughest path too. But what about Isaiah Thomas in '89 when he went through? When he swept the Boston Celtics 3-0, went through and swept the Milwaukee Bucks 4-0, met Jordan in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jordan with Pippen bum ass ain't even averaging them 10 points or 14 points. He couldn't even put up 14 points, bro. He was putting up like 2 points a lot of games. Man, this Jordan had them motherfuckers up 2-1. 2-1 against who we know now. Looking back, we know now that the Detroit Pistons, that was the champion. He had the champs up 2-1 by himself, man. Horace Grant was averaging 10 points a game. Like Jordan had them up 2-1, man. And what was Scottie doing? What was Scottie? What was Phil Jackson? But of course, you can't win it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run out of gas eventually. You ain't getting that much help, but you know what I'm saying? Pippen wasn't doing shit. You know, Pippen was in training. Jordan had to train that and get him up to that level. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't had no heart. And on top of that, and on top of that, and on top of that, Jordan was averaging a triple double. He was playing point guard, averaging a triple double against them jokers, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, I feel like the better brand of basketball was with Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You know, when he came through with a triangle and Tex Winter's really that, you know, a lot of you fools don't know what the fuck you talking about. Talking about Phil Jackson triangle off, and man, that bitch was out. Man, Phil Jackson was in motherfucking Puerto Rico coaching a fucking a semi-pro team. That nigga, he wasn't no fucking coach. Jordan made them niggas, man. Jordan made Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Jordan made that man. Phil Jackson wasn't no real motherfucking coach. He ain't even have his own offense. That's Tex Winter's offense. Phil Jackson wouldn't have been shit without Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kobe Bryant. See, y'all niggas need to miss me. Y'all need to miss us on that. Then Michael Jordan, a lot of y'all don't know. Michael Jordan, as a college player in the Junior Olympics, played against the NBA back then, and this was in 85, 84, the summer of 84, when Magic and Bird was in their prime. He played against Magic, Bird, and Isaiah Thomas, who just came off an All-Star game. He just won the MVP in the All-Star game. Isaiah Thomas, that's correct. Michael Jordan played against all of them. Played against him, James Worthy, all of them guys he played against, and he beat them 8. They played them 8 games. Guess how many games Michael Jordan won against them with Patrick Ewing on his team? Out of 8 games against the MVPs of the league, how many games you think Michael Jordan won?
Oh, he's spanking their ass.
He won all. He won 8-0, bro. 8-0. Did you hear me, bro? 8-0. You can fact check that. Y'all can Google that, man. Michael Jordan 8-0 as a Junior Olympics versus, you know, NBA All-Stars. He went 8-0, bro, without even playing a minute in the fucking NBA. A minute. Never stepped floor, you know what I'm saying?
He had one of the greatest rookie seasons because he was in the top 3 in like scoring, averaging like 28 points, over 28 points a game.
28 points a game.
And he was like top 3 in steals as a rookie.
As a rookie, man, only probably trailing Sidney Moncrief or you know, Alvin Robinson and Sidney Moncrief. Yeah, who he came in with Alvin Robinson that year. But look, you know what I'm saying? Make that make sense to me. Y'all saying that Jordan ain't the greatest, or he can't win without Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson, but he beat Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, all them on the same team. James Worthy, I think Parrish was on there. Kevin McHale was on that squad. He beat all of them, bro. 8-0. They couldn't win one game, bro. I can see if you say it's a fluke, Michael Jordan won a game against them. And then they came back and beat them 7 straight games. Man, that man ain't let them win one game. That's why I pulled Michael Jordan in so high regard and you know what I mean, talking about Phil Jackson, all that nonsense or whatever. Michael Jordan just needed a co-star, a role player, somebody a good. He just needed somebody to play along with him, man. Just give him one All-Star, and that's all he needed. Unlike Magic, who had like 4 or 5 All-Stars on the team. Bird had 4 or 5 All-Stars on the team. Every champion had all them All-Stars. Moses Malone and the six, they had like 3 or 4 All-Stars. They had Bobby Jones, Andrew Toney, Moses Malone, Dr. J, all of them on one squad. And then they ended up getting Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't think people don't really be knowing the game, and then another reason why I put Wilt at number 2 is because Wilt Chamberlain, after he retired at 43 years old, and he played against Magic Johnson in the 80s after he done retired for like 6-7 years. Magic, Worthy, Byron Scott, Bernard King, all of them, AC Green, all of them was on the squad, and it came down to one basket, and they said it was a goaltending. That's what Larry Brown said. The great Larry Brown said that it was goaltending, and so Wilt was like, "That wasn't goaltending. Yo, let's just run it back." And he said it won't be no more baskets on this side. Man, they said Wilt Chamberlain, nobody on the Magic team, Worthy, Magic, Bernard King, nobody scored not one basket. He said he blocked everything, bro. Everything, bro. How old man go out there blocking all these guys y'all calling stars? He dominating them. I think that media, I think the motherfuckers that they call GOATs and they put on high on the list is media, bro. They show you and tell you who to like. But y'all can't make me. I'm an independent thinker. I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna call it how I see it. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna call it long-winded. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, a lot of these players if you've seen them play, you done watch the majority of their career, a lot of their games, what's true and what's not about a lot of these players and how they'll put them on different players on the pedestal. But there's other players in the league at that time will be better than them players. But the media gonna put out there in front who they say the best at that time.
And that's exactly why they're the media. That's why they're the media.
Control the narrative.
Right. Man, it's just like I was telling, somebody yesterday, they telling me, I don't know if it was yesterday, somebody might have been on Facebook, but somebody telling me that Tim Duncan, without a shadow of a doubt, is the greatest power forward ever. And I'm like, I don't know about that. In my opinion, I feel like Karl Malone is the greatest power forward. You know what I'm saying? And Karl Malone, what Karl Malone had? Motherfucking John Stockton, that's it? That's all he had as his Robin, John Stockton? And he knocked Shaq out of the motherfucking playoffs. Shaq with Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel. He knocked Shaq out of the playoffs. He knocked David Robinson, all them guys out of the playoffs with just John Stockton, who only scored like 14 points a game.
But I ain't gonna lie, they had a system.
They had
Stockton
a system.
And Hornacek and Malone.
That pick and roll, but we get it though. But you know what I'm saying? I get it. But come on, bro. Like Tim Duncan, he came in with an all-star David Robinson. Okay, yeah. After the injury, he wasn't really in all-star form no more. They wasn't using him at a high rate because they had Tim Duncan in there now. So you know what I'm saying? That's the only time that Tim Duncan played power forward was when David Robinson was still there. Other than that, the nigga, he played center. And if Tim Duncan played center and was considered a center his whole career like he really is, because they call him the power forward, but by de facto, he really plays center, we wouldn't even be talking about Tim Duncan. He wouldn't even be in the top. He probably still might be in the top 10 though. But we wouldn't be talking about him as no greater. He wouldn't be mentioned as one of the greatest centers. He wouldn't be mentioned as one of the, you know what I'm saying? He just wouldn't, in my opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying what I'm saying is law, but I know when you're not gonna say Tim Duncan better than Moses Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon. You're not about to say that, especially when you got guys like Robert Horry who played on the team with all three of them and won championships with all of them. You know what I'm saying? And he won a championship with David Robinson, Tim Duncan. He won a championship with Shaq and Kobe. He won a championship with Hakeem Olajuwon, and he said the dream Hakeem Olajuwon is by far better than Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Shaq and Tim Duncan. He said it ain't even close. Well, not it ain't close. He said by far. That's what he said. So I know that Tim Duncan would have been mentioned in that light. They had to find a spot for him, and they ain't want Karl Malone to be mentioned as the power forward because he had that that you know that title on him. They try to call him a ped. You know what I'm saying? They said because
Oh
they
yeah.
said they say he had a 13-year-old pregnant, a 13-year-old girl in Louisiana pregnant with his child and with his son and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Which that's off the court stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Is why they penalized him. This man, but this man, we already know the mailman. Ain't nobody do it like the mailman. Charles Barkley bounced around and chased teams like, you know what I'm saying? Some say Durant did. Charles Barkley had to run and chase it. Charles Barkley ain't build his team up. He ain't take his team. He didn't enhance his franchise. Charles Barkley tried to ride the wave. He asked to be traded when Jordan knocked him out of the playoffs in '90. He asked to be what was that, 92 or something like that. He asked to be traded to
Yeah, even
Phoenix.
though that
He wanted to go to Portland with Clyde Drexler, who just was already a championship team. You know what I'm saying? Championship contender. It was runner up. They went to the finals already. He wanted to go. He wanted to go to Portland, but they couldn't make it happen. So he took the next best team, which was the Phoenix Suns. Then they went to the finals. He couldn't finish the job. Then this nigga he went and hot teams and Dream and them ended up winning before he did. So then he went and joined the Dream and tried to win with the Dream. He still couldn't win. So I don't care what his stats say. I know that Karl Malone made it to the finals and he was consistent. He won MVP and then he had the highest scoring average. He had the highest scoring average when he was playing one of the highest score, more than Charles Barkley, I want to say. And this man ended. He when he left, he was number 2 all time scoring on the scoring list, more than Michael Jordan. So I put Karl Malone as you know what I'm saying as the best power forward ever. You know what I'm saying? I know Tim Duncan is more valuable because he could play center and power forward. So I hold Tim Duncan a little higher in that regard because of his versatility.
yeah, and
That's why I stand.
he got them championships, he got them MVPs, so it's harder to put
Yeah.
Karl Malone over him. But I ain't gonna argue with you about Karl Malone because he was a great player. He was a great power forward. But that's what Tim
Look,
Duncan
man.
got on him though. The Finals MVP, the championship. So that's what Duncan got on him.
Can you imagine though
But but
if Karl Malone got to play with David Robinson, if when he had won a championship, we know he would have mopped the floor with Jordan. You know that, bro. You know that, man.
I don't know. I can't say that.
He yeah, you right. Yeah. I mean, because David Robinson way better than Scottie Pippen. Pippen just
Oh
versatile.
yeah, yeah. Pippen was an all around player that fit for that team with Jordan them or whatever. He was all around player. And, that's why you hear like even John Sally was saying Pippen was more skilled than Jordan, but he wasn't a better player on that court than Jordan. I mean, if that make any sense to anybody, but that's what he say. But like you say, Pippen always
Right.
was Robin. He was never Batman. And when he had the chance to be
Yeah,
Batman, he still, he still didn't look like like
a number one, a bus
like
driver.
no
He wasn't a
MV,
bus driver.
yeah, like an MVP caliber player. He still didn't look like that.
Man,
So the
listen,
Bulls still
because
had
they,
without
they they
Jordan.
they say it.
They
They say
still
that
they
they say
still fought now.
yeah.
Go
Jordan
ahead.
Jordan trained him up. They say that Pippen was more skilled than Jordan.
Yeah, you breaking up. You gonna have to repeat.
Yeah, they always taking a dig at Jordan. They don't want Jordan to be like immortalized or whatever. I get it, but Jordan could do everything Pippen could do. Stop me when I'm lying. When you say,
Oh yeah.
can you hear me? When you say pars Pippen, what could Pippen do better than Jordan? Jordan could pass. Well, you can make an argument Jordan could pass better than Scottie Pippen, man. Just good, but not better than Scottie Pippen. And went out there and proved it. And when you say rebound, Jordan could rebound just as good as Pippen. Jordan get you 18 rebounds in a game. Go out there, I know Jordan had games where he had like 17, 18 assists. Average triple double. Pippen ain't never averaged no
Yeah, and
triple
then
doubles.
they knew Jordan was the better scorer out the two. So
And Jordan was a better scorer.
that's why
And Jordan was the better. A lot of people say that Pippen was a better defender, but I beg to differ because Jordan was the better defender. They say, you know what I'm saying? Pippen, Jordan couldn't guard Magic, so Pippen had to switch on him and shut Magic down. No, he didn't. He guarded Magic for game 2, and he guarded Magic for a little bit of game 3, but he fouled out, and Jordan took over. Jordan took over guarding Magic for game 1, game 3, most of game 3. Game 3 and game 4 and 5. You know what I'm saying? Game 4 and 5. Jordan guarded Magic. If you can Google that, he guarded Magic 85% of the series. They said 85. You know what I'm saying? So what they talking about? And then when he used to go up against Grant Hill, used to bust Scottie Pippen ass. Jordan had to switch on to Grant Hill to lock him down. I mean to slow him down. You ain't locking
yeah, and
nobody
then a lot
down
of
in the
times
NBA.
they ain't gonna have like a player like Jordan. They ain't gonna have him sticking the
The best
different
player because they
players
need him
that
on the offensive end.
yeah. But why use all
Yeah,
his energy on defense when you got somebody else that can defend them? Let them
right.
take care. So you won't use all the energy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
man.
just
So
smart basketball.
yeah, bro, we got to get you on Facebook, bro, because you got to partake in some of these debate these claims that people be putting online. Lit, bro. They love to come in and argue with me on Facebook. When I tell them I'm going live, hey, this your shot. Come on, you trying to shoot your shot. You got an opportunity. When I go on live, niggas don't show up, man. They cowards, bro. I'm telling you. I'm gonna say a word like that, strong word. That's what they is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand you can say, hey, this ain't a big channel, we ain't popping, but bro, I ain't on here for that. I'm on here for the pure passion, just for the pure passion and knowledge of the game. That's what I'm here for. Education. If you can show me something that I don't know, I'm gonna receive it. But for right now, for what I know, Kobe Bryant is at the bottom of the top 10. He might not even be top 10. ESPN don't even have Kobe in the top 10. And I don't understand how
Yeah,
people put Kobe over Shaq when he wasn't the best player when they both was, playing together in their prime. He was robbing. And I don't see how a lot of people put LeBron so high up when they count that bubble ring when COVID was going on. The league stopped for 2 months. People didn't want to take that jab and go back into the bubble. They didn't want to go into, what I'm saying, go down to Florida where they had all the teams in Florida. Go down there into the bubble where they was isolated from their families and all that, couldn't be around their families to go play in a fucking playoff or tournament. Ain't nobody want to get away from their family and do all that shit, man, and take the jab and all that. So LeBron ain't really had too much resistance. With no fans in the damn stadium. He ain't had that. Like LeBron, you know what I'm saying? So Rondo was hitting threes and shit. It wasn't it wasn't no kind of, you know what I'm saying, distractions, none of that, bro. Like like a lot of people put an asterisk next to that championship. So in my book, bro, LeBron really only got like 2 or 3 championships in my book, bro. It went for Ray Allen hitting that last shot. Ray Allen saved him. Bron wouldn't have had but 2 or 3 championships. And then on top of that, Kyrie Irving is the reason he won in Cleveland. All this dude championships is fraudulent, bro. He a fraud. He fraudulent. They fraudulent, bro. When you think
not
about it,
fraudulent.
bro, like how they fraudulent, man. He might have got one with OKC. That might have been his only true, honest, championship. He was going against a bunch of young boys, rookie Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, and they was giving him the whistle then.
I done talked about this before.
Yeah, you did.
I done seen Dwayne Wade hitting the baseline, driving the baseline. Westbrook swung at the ball, didn't touch him or the ball, referee called him foul. And they was doing that the whole time, like halftime, them boys already got 3-4 fouls at halftime. This Durant,
Yep.
this Durant and Westbrook. So you know what
I know Durant was balling, man.
Yeah, he was unstoppable. Durant, he one of them players like he a pitcher, and it's hard to stop him on offense. It's hard to stop.
But LeBron got that one though, right? So he got that one. The next year when they faced the Spurs for some reason, bro, this shit's strange, and I don't know to this day, man. Why did Greg Popovich take Tim Duncan out of the game, man? Why did he take Tim Duncan out of the game in the fourth quarter with a championship on the line in the game 7? Why did he take Tim Duncan, a rebounder, and possibly get you a bad score still at that point, a serviceable, you know what I'm saying, big, like on the scoring end? Why did you take Tim Duncan, who's going to get you a rebound in that situation? Why did you take him out of the game? They took him out of the game in the last 5 minutes, and then what ended up happening? Chris Bosh, when you know what I'm saying, I think Chris Bosh got the tip out and tipped the shit to Ray Allen. And now these delusional ass fans want to say LeBron James, they want to give LeBron James the credit for it. When it was Chris Bosh who made the winning play to give the Ray Allen, to tip it out to Ray Allen, who hit the final shot. So Ray Allen saved them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, he saved.
He saved them, bro. So that was really, they weren't even supposed to get there, bro. That was crazy because they took Tim Duncan out of the game. Like, imagine if you wouldn't have won that. And then they came back the next year. The Spurs got their revenge, and Kawhi Leonard locked him down when it mattered. So LeBron was 2-2 in Miami. By the grace of God, man. By the grace of God. He didn't dominate. By the grace of God, man. And then in 2015, we see he lost to the Warriors. Kyrie and them went down, rightfully so. And in 2016, it was Kyrie Irving averaging 41 points in that series, putting up 41-point games in that series.
And then don't forget they kicked Draymond out for LeBron putting his nuts on his head.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Don't forget he got suspended.
Yeah, he asked for him to be ejected. Yeah.
Yeah, he had too many. So he was suspended.
Yeah, I do say, he was.
For that next time. So they could have went different.
Yeah, now, I do think that Cleveland was the better team, and I feel like Cleveland could have beat them every year without Durant before they got Durant. Cleveland, if Kyrie was there the first year, they would have won. Second year, Kyrie came back, they won. But without Kyrie Irving,
if him and Kevin Love when they got hurt, it would have been a problem that first year.
Yeah, without Kyrie Irving, LeBron don't win that championship, man.
Nah, Kyrie was in clutch shot.
Yeah, most and what me and you know, you can have a good guard on your team, but most guards are not clutch. If you would have put Westbrook on that squad with LeBron, they wouldn't have won. He would have got the points. He would have got 28 points, 25, 28 points, but they wouldn't have won because Westbrook ain't clutch. Kyrie is clutch. LeBron can't close a series out for you. People say it's because of that chase down block.
And really, in my opinion, with Miami, I say I blame the shit on Wade, 'cause that Wade team. Wade should have kept the control. Like, I'm the man on their team. You coming over here with me. They wouldn't have lost the first time when they played that. But they said that was the problem. Like, Wade had to let LeBron be Batman. So that's why they won the next year. But the whole first year they were clowning,
Yeah,
throwing
but
at it.
but
They doing
that
all
ain't
that shit.
why they right. They ain't win the next year though. I mean because of that. Because he let LeBron be Batman. Because Ray
Nah,
Allen had to save him.
that's the narrative. No, I'm saying the next year when they played the Thunder, when they won the first. But you know, the first year they lost
Oh,
the
okay,
dirt.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
But
Yeah,
that
you're
was
right.
the narrative they were trying to say. That's why they played better the next year and won the championship the next year. But they won plenty of games the first year. They had plenty of fun until they lost in the final. But Wade, I blame that on Wade, that Wade team. He should have kept control of his team. He already won a championship before LeBron. So that
Yeah, wait.
was
Well,
the
yeah.
craziest shit.
Bron couldn't get past that zone they were playing on. The Mark Cuban was saying, basically,
Yeah, that's why I
you
say
know
that
what I mean?
Wade should have kept control of his team.
Mm-hmm.
You the man. You
Cause
the
think
champion on the
about it.
team.
Think about it, bro. Let me break it down to you like this. Think about it. When Kobe Bryant had to face the Celtics, right, and they were playing that zone on Kobe. Kobe Bryant being a student he is, the Kobe Bryant called Dwayne Wade, "Hey, bro, how you break the zone? How you play against the zone? Like you know what I'm saying, pick and roll. How did you break, break the zone, get through it?" He called Wade. Now,
Yeah.
to your point, like you said, if Wade would have been would have been controlling the rock like Shaq was smart enough to put the rock in Wade's hand in '06. Now, if Bron would allow Wade to control the game like that and let Wade control the offense, Wade would have been splitting that zone that they put on LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron wasn't doing shit, and he was getting shut. People say, he was getting he was getting shut down by Jason Kidd, but he just couldn't figure out the zone. It was the disguised zone that they were playing. It was disguised.
And
You know what I'm saying?
I made an argument that's the worst finals by a so-called GOAT. That's worse than goddamn Kobe shit.
I don't know. It's kind of
That's the
hard. It's
worst
kind of
final
hard.
by a so-called GOAT by LeBron. That's one of the worst final appearances by any GOAT.
What about Bird? Bird had, you know what I'm saying, a bad one too. In 81 against Moses Malone.
I don't think it was bad as LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
You think it was worse than LeBron? Or
Nah,
you
they
talking about when
comparable though.
Cornbread
Had to
won?
step up. Yeah, he won the final. Yeah, he won. Moses Malone was dominating them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, that's why I got Moses Malone in my top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a beast.
Kareem couldn't do nothing with him. He swept the Lakers before he joined. He swept the Lakers with Dr. J, but he beat them. He knocked them out of the playoffs to go in '81 to get the Bird. Well, he beat them without Dr. J. So he beat Magic and Kareem in '81. And then 2 years later, once he got traded to the Sixers, He said 4-4-4. He gonna sweep through the whole playoffs. They only lost one game in the Eastern Conference. I think that one might have been against the Bucks. They lost one game, but they swept everybody else, including the Lakers in the finals. Swept them. Yep. But yeah, man, back to LeBron. LeBron championships, all his championships is fraudulent, bro. I mean, they questionable, man. I mean, he won, he won, you know what I'm saying? Kyrie had to win for Cleveland, and then turn around, the motherfucker went, during COVID, had everybody was home, and then LeBron made everybody come back without notice at last minute, you know what I'm saying? Just out of nowhere, everybody had to come back and play, and then he ended up winning in the bubble, bro. A bubble ring and he got the Finals MVP for that when Anthony Davis really was the man. And all, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, LeBron did dominate a little more as far as on the boards and shit, but you know what I'm saying, with the stats he got, the assists, all he did was passing it to Anthony Davis. But
Yeah, like I say,
LeBron, man, to me is the most overrated, you know what I'm saying, player ever, man. I mean, GOAT. I mean, he pretty much the most overrated, bro.
yeah, he one of the
Like,
most over.
he great. He great. He's great. He great now. Ain't no question about that. You could
Yeah,
put him in the top 10.
you can't do nothing but say that because of the career he done had in this day's NBA. And he'd have been to what 10 finals. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
even though he only won 4, he'd have been to 10 of them. And if he didn't go to the finals, a
Yeah.
lot of times he was in the conference final.
Yeah.
So it's hard to not say that he one of the great. But
Mm-hmm.
GOAT, nah. But you can put him in there as one of the great. I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. He's a good player. He's one of the great. I can't hate on him, but I'm not gonna say he in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
That's one
And,
thing I ain't gonna do.
and what about Kobe? Is Kobe in there? You never concluded that one.
What you mean in the top 10? That's why I told you it's hard for me to even put him in my
No,
top 10. No, I'm
I was
talking
gonna
about the
say the
GOAT.
GOAT. I was gonna say the GOAT. Would you go put Kobe at GOAT conversation? Yeah.
How can he be in that? He ain't even in the top 5. It's hard for me, like I say, to put him in my top
Some
10.
But a lot of people say how's LeBron in the top 5, top 2, and Kobe Bryant is better than him, and he not. And they say that he's the
I
closest
mean,
thing to Mike.
LeBron ain't in my top 5 either. So, but
And then they say
that's
that Kobe is the closest thing to Mike. So how could he not be in top 5?
I mean, you can be the closest thing for championships. He
Imitation,
close to him in that.
imitation.
Yeah.
Yeah. hmm But yeah, man, we could build back on. We could pick back up on this, man. Next time, hopefully, man, we get some people in here, man, to see, some more basketball minds, man. Because pretty much, man, we pretty much we pretty much agree on every most of the stuff, man. Pretty much everything, pretty
Yeah,
much.
we'll turn back on that second half of the top 10 and maybe on to the like the 15, on to the
hmm
next 5 after that. Now
Yeah, I got.
that's gonna be kind of hard because there's gonna be a lot of players that ain't gonna make the cut. They right there, but they might not make the
You put Dirk in your top 25.
cut. Who?
Dirk Nowitzki is he in your top 25? He got a Finals MVP, regular season MVP, and he was the bus driver on his team.
Ooh, boy. Nah, I still can't put him in there. I ain't gonna do it. You said my top 15?
Top, yeah. I mean, top 25,
Uh,
really.
top 25?
Yeah.
Uh,
No, all right,
nah, I still want to put him in my top.
oh, yeah. Let me ask you, would you put Dirk over Dominique Wilkins? The Dominique Wilkins
Uh,
ain't never really done nothing.
nah, we going by championship and all that. I mean, yeah, that's what you want to do. MVP, championship. Yeah, you got to put Dirk over him. But for me personally, hell no. Dirk ain't nowhere near on Dominique level in my eyes. I mean, it's gonna be a few players like I say, they'll be in my top 25. They might not have no NBA championship, but they still make my top 25.
Who was? Hey, I got knocked off. You said who still make your top 25?
I say yeah, I got players that are gonna make my top 25. They don't have no NBA final. They don't have no championship or no final MVP.
Like Karl Malone and Charles Barkley.
Yeah, you're gonna have cats like that'll be in there.
But they got
I mean,
MVPs though.
Dominique, but still, like Dominique, even though he don't have an MVP or finals or whatever, he's still a legend in the NBA. He's
Yeah,
still
he
a
a
Hall of
legend.
Famer.
He a legend, but is he top 25? Is the question.
I mean,
Mhm. We're gonna wrap this up, but yeah, man, we're gonna wrap it up. But
yeah,
I just want to get those in real fast, because a lot of people say, they got Dirk over Dominique Wilkins. You know,
I can't do it.
would you
Yeah, I
put
can't.
Dirk over would you put Dirk over Bernard King?
No, I couldn't do that either. It's
Would
just
you
a
put
circumstance. See
would,
the cat.
would you put Dirk over George Gervin?
Nah, hell no.
Hmm.
I can't put Dirk over none of them guys, man.
Let me ask you, would you put Dirk over Dwayne Wade?
Hell no.
Would you put Dirk over Kevin Garnett?
No.
Mhm. Would you put Dirk over
Nah, I can't.
David Robinson?
Oh, that's kind of tough too. That's kind of tough.
Let me ask you this:
I,
How
I
was
I
that?
couldn't do it. Dave Robinson was a better player than Dirk. I
Yeah,
can't.
bro. I'm about to say,
It,
like,
it,
I couldn't even.
it just because he got the finals or whatever. But for me, like I
Mhm.
say, for me, I can't put him over none of them guys you name. I can't do it. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, let me ask you: Would you put Dirk over Oscar Robertson?
Hell no. No, man.
Man,
I wouldn't
would
put
you put?
Dirk over no Jerry
Let
West.
me
I wouldn't put him over
let me
the
ask you: Would you
logo.
put Dirk? Would you put Dirk over Allen Iverson?
Hell no. Hey,
uh, yo, let me say: Would you put Dirk over Patrick Ewing?
oh yeah, I put him over Patrick.
All right, all right. So,
Now Patrick, I ain't gonna lie, he was good, but
he was a two-way player.
I don't think he was good as like Dave Robinson, a player like that.
Yeah, but you're not putting Dirk over Charles Barkley and Karl Malone, right?
No, he can't go.
But let me ask you this: would you put Dirk over Dr. J?
Uh, yeah, I think I'll put him over Dr. J.
Oh, but Dr. J? You tripping? That's crazy. That's what's up, though. I feel you know. Yeah. Dr. J, a two-way player.
Yeah,
So
he's
you
a
mean
two-way player, but he
so you?
ain't. I ain't gonna lie that. See, sometimes it just the impact just ain't the same for us on that team like that.
Yeah. Let me ask you this though, bro. Let me ask you this last one. Would you think Dirk Nowitzki is better than Chris Webber?
Nah, I don't think so.
See what I'm saying? A lot of
I
people,
like
I don't. That's what I say, bro. I don't even know how he skipped over Chris Webber because me and you both know, and it's been documented
and
by
then
the Fed. Bro, it's been documented by the Feds. I mean, by Tim Donahue through the Feds, because they sent him to prison. That Chris Webber was supposed to win that championship in 2002, man. He was supposed to win, and you know what I'm saying. And he could have won in 2001, but you know, in
yeah, I'm gonna say
2000.
it was more than that. Yeah, 'cause they did cheat
They
Sacramento against the
definitely in
Lakers.
Game 7 in 2002, and Tim Donahue came out and he admitted that in the courtroom that they cheated the Sacramento Kings for the Lakers. So
And
Chris
then
Webber was
you
supposed to
can make
have a
a case for
championship.
the 2000 when they let
Portland,
Shaq and them beat Portland. A lot of calls didn't go Portland way. A lot of people don't talk about that shit. They just
yeah,
talk about the alley that Kobe had the Shaq, how they came back from
yeah,
over 20 down and all
yeah.
that.
They went
Man,
crazy.
they can't fuck with Portland Trailblazers. Referee was the only reason they won that series. That would have been
Yeah,
Portland. That would have been Pippen them. A lot of them guys that didn't win no, that was on the team that didn't win no championship. That should have been their championship.
yeah. They
I
definitely
know,
would
I
have been
know
saying
Shaq.
Scotty.
I know,
They would have definitely been saying Scottie Pippen was better than Jordan did. He would have won without Jordan. Yeah.
nah,
Oh
you
man.
still can't say no shit. They might say that, but you can't say that. That would have been some bullshit.
Yeah, man. All right, yeah, man. Hey,
But yeah,
man, I'm
but
about to
yeah,
hit
we'll
you
wrap
up,
it on up.
man. We probably gonna talk some more basketball, but yeah. But man, yeah. Y'all go ahead and subscribe, man. And if you like what we talking about, man, we're gonna do this every Thursday on Throwback Thursday, man. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe, and we'll be back next week again, same time. Keep it raw.
Keep it raw.